Oh, morning.
Hiya. I was just cutting you up some butties for your trip.
Oh, very kind.
Oh, no, it's no bother. Is there anything you fancied? Ham, cheese, tuna mayo?
Well, any of those would be acceptable, thank you.
All right, I'll do your selection then. Do you want me to make you up a flask as well?
No, that won't be necessary.
Right. I hope you get a nice day for it.
Well, whatever it is meant to be.
I know that today's not going to be easy, but it's what she wanted.
No, it was all she was left. Well, nevertheless, it's where we are, and I'll be down presently.
Well, let us know if you want anything else in your lunchbox.
Of course. Anna,
Yeah?
thank you.
I tell you what, Sal, they're a big player. We win this contract, keep us going well into the new year, this one.
You know, I've always thought Waddles was a really unfortunate name for an underwear outlet.
Yeah, well, please don't say that in the meeting next week. Kerry Waddle's hard enough to impress as it is.
Well, I'm sure she's heard it before. It might be a good icebreaker.
No. You don't break the ice with Kerry, you learn to skate.
You got a minute?
Thought you said more than enough last night. Sally, will you make us a coffee?
There's no need for the pretext on that. I'll leave you to it.
First off, I don't need a pretext. And secondly, I actually do want a coffee as it goes.
Well, you've only just had one.
Well, I want another one. Not a flaming ration, are they? Oh. I swear there will be a murder done here, and this time I will be guilty.
I know I think I maybe went a bit overboard last night.
Yes, you did.
Well, someone's got to look out for you, because you won't.
They asked me for the truth, Rob. I told them I was sorry.
Regardless of the consequences?
Yeah, for me and me alone. Unless it's somebody else who should be worried.
No, except you and me, who's daft enough to care. Look, I know that you can't undo what you've done, but you can stay away from that court.
Why?
Because every time the jury looks at you, they just hear you saying that Peter's innocent.
Yeah, and I've done nothing wrong. So I will go and come as I please, and if that means going to the court, then so be it.
What's your name? Hello?
Morning.
Oh, new shoes?
It's only depths.
Oh, it's a slippery slope, Liz. Month's time, you find yourself walking around Freshco's in your gym jams.
Guess what I've got on under here?
Oh, no.
Morning.
Hiya.
Please tell me you're sleepwalking.
Do you know what? I spent all day and all night in skyscraper heels. Nobody says a dicky bird. 5 minutes in my slippers and I'm front page of the Gazette.
So, how's the lodger?
The ex-lodger moved out this morning.
Oh, did he happen to say where?
Some flat. Sweet-talked his way into a bargain, apparently.
Sounds about right.
You could chuck him off Manchester Town Hall, that one, and he'd land on his feet.
You all right?
Yeah, fine. I best get back before Emily pops out and has a dig at my footwear.
Talk about a lamb to the slaughter. Mind humbugs, I should have bought a jar of mint sauce. Morning, Ken. Humbug?
Yeah, isn't it? Look, I know this might be difficult for you, Norris, but if you could remain seated and resist the temptation to circle overhead during the proceedings, I'd appreciate that. Morning, Rita.
Morning, Ken.
You asked for that. Well, he's got a nerve, if you ask me. If that was my offspring sitting down there, I'd be holding my head a sight lower.
Don't let him get to you, Dad.
That man is the least of my concerns.
Peter will be fine. All he has to do is tell the truth.
Yeah, the whole truth. And that might damn him most of all, innocent or not.
Your Honour, I call Peter Barlow.
Oh, hello.
Didn't know you had a sweet tooth.
Oh, yeah, well, I don't ordinarily, but I do find that barley sugars help alleviate travel sickness. I do tend to suffer when I'm in the passenger seat of a car for any length of time.
Well, trust me, the driver's seat's no picnic. Anyway, where are you off to?
Blackpool.
Lovely. Well, you doing anything in particular?
I'm scattering Haley's ashes.
Oh. Oh, yeah, well, I hope... Do you know, there really aren't any words, Roy, so I won't waste your time trying to look for them.
I appreciate that, Audrey, and thank you. Yeah. Well, let's get back. Tyrone's picking me up.
All right, love. Have a safe journey, love.
Thank you.
Hello, shop.
All right, Audrey. You don't mind if I don't get up, do you?
Oh, wait till you get to my age, Kevin. I just want to know if my car's ready.
Oh, Luke's seen to it. Luke!
Yeah?
How's Audrey's motor doing?
Oh, I could tell you it won't need petrol, just a saucer of milk, because it'll be purring by the time I do.
Oh, you can leave all the soft soap for your hands. When's it going to be ready?
One-ish, I reckon.
And is it all fine?
Well, they'll be smoother than me, and that's saying something.
Where'd you get him from?
I don't know, but sometimes I wish I could take him back.
Oh.
See you later.
All right, love. Bye.
Oh, hey. Cheers, nice one, Roy. Whoa, don't trouble, bye, Roy. Oh, no.
Are they bothering you, Roy?
No, not really.
Sorry we're late. We couldn't find Ruby's Kanga again. She's always losing it.
So I recall.
Shall we make a move, then? Be dark at this rate?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, Roy.
Roy? Are you...
Yes, of course, yes. Let's get going.
See you later, Roy.
Why are you putting yourself through this?
I don't know. Morbid curiosity. Desperation to get away from Sally. I don't like being told what to do. Take your pick.
And then you left, Miss McIntyre. Mr. Barlow.
Yeah, yes.
How was she?
She was angry, upset. Well, we both were.
But physically unharmed despite your fight.
Yes?
What did you tell police when questioned about the scratches on your face?
I told them the truth, that Tina had done it.
And was this before or after they'd obtained your DNA from beneath her fingernails?
Before.
So you made no attempt to mislead them?
No, I told them just exactly what happened.
Returning to the night in question, who saw you after Mr. Cole and Miss Taylor?
I went to see my wife.
For what purpose?
To tell her about the affair.
And why then?
Well, because Tina was going to tell her everything, and I wanted to do it on my terms, to break it to her as gently as I could.
Why?
Because I wanted to save my marriage, and I didn't want Carla hurt any more than necessary. Because I loved her. I still do.
So why did you have the affair with Miss McIntyre?
I was weak. And she was young, and she was a lot of fun to be around, and I suppose my ego was flattered. And it was escape from the responsibilities of real life, you know. That's why I used to drink. But I did care about Tina. Far too much to ever do her any harm.
Here you are, love.
I think you must be having a growth spurt, because you're 3 inches taller than you were this morning.
Do you know what? I am never going out in my slippers, ever again.
My work here is done. You see, that's what friends are for. That's the second time you've done that today.
It's the 5th, actually.
Tony, hassling you.
Wrong ex.
Jim.
Keep it down. Somehow he's managed to get hold of a phone in prison and he's pestering me.
Well, are you allowed phones?
What do you think?
You need to nip that in the bud.
Oh, don't you worry, I intend to. As soon as Peter's trial is finished, I'm going to tell him where he can stick his visiting orders, and it won't be in his in tray.
£4.90, please.
Keep your change.
Cheers. Won't spend it all at once.
So would you buy boxes from them?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, come on. I mean, Calvin Klein's one thing, but waddles round your waistband.
Well, in my day, it was only your missus that saw your flaming waistband.
Well, times have changed.
Yeah, maybe even up for the better. After labouring on building sites, I've seen enough blokes' backsides to last me a lifetime.
Liz, Bandy's at 3 o'clock.
Well. Look what the cat dragged in.
Oh, if my cat dragged that in, it'd be straight down the home.
You haven't got a car, have you?
It's just a figure... Oh, never mind.
Look, I'm not expecting a red carpet or a brass band, but I'm not barred, am I?
As far as I'm concerned, you're just another punter. You come and go as you please.
Great. I'll have the usual then.
And then he'll order a drink. It's all right.
Eva, could you serve him, please? I've got far better things to do.
Such as?
Anything else.
Here! Yes, it was here.
What was, mate?
We stopped just here. Hayley and I.
Oh, it's a nice spot. Maybe we should have brought the kids after all. They could have gone for a paddle.
Hayley would have insisted.
Well, don't know, it'll be freezing in there. It's like a brave man to go in this time of year.
A very brave woman once did, and led a very frightened man by the hand. It was ever thus.
You going in?
I made a promise that day that I would return and take to the water. Now seems an appropriate time as any.
Do you want us to come with you?
We'll not be alone.
I'll go and fetch you some teas.
I must say it must feel rather exhilarating.
So, everything as it should be?
As good as when it rolled out the factory, better.
How's that, man?
That's because I've been working on it, and no production line robot can tune an engine like yours truly.
Do you have to put up with this all day?
Afraid so. I'm surprised his head can still fit under the bonnet.
Hey. Look, don't take my word for it. Fire her up. That's it. When you're ready. Mrs. Roberts.
What?
You need to press the start button. I mean, I'm good, but I'm not that good.
No, I'm sorry. I can't.
What?
No, I can't. I am not driving away in this. I mean, there's oil on the seats.
Where?
It's all over the place. If you weren't so busy blowing your own trumpet, you might remember to wipe your hands occasionally.
But I valeted this car myself.
Well, you didn't do it very well, did you, lady, huh? I want it doing again, and I'll be back when it's done.
You've told the court you love your wife, while freely admitting to an affair with your babysitter, a woman you claim to have, cared for. How is that possible?
I'm not proud of what I did. I was confused.
So it appears. Were you clear that you intended to stay with your wife?
Yes, always.
So you were going to discard Miss McIntyre once you'd had your fun, as you put it?
No, there was no future in it, and I told her that right from the beginning.
That's not what you were telling her by the end. We heard you intended to run away with Miss McIntyre. You gave her your credit card to book train tickets. Is that correct?
Yeah, I did give me credit card, but...
Yeah, with which she booked 2 train tickets to Portsmouth, as you'd arranged.
Yes, but I was never going to go.
Sorry, so what did you think was going to happen come the night you were due to leave?
I was going to tell her it was over.
Oh. And you thought the whole train ticket charade would make that conversation easy?
No, I was trying to buy time. Look, I know none of this makes sense.
Oh, no, it makes perfect sense. You were indeed trying to buy time. You enjoyed having 2 attractive women in your thrall, didn't you?
No.
It was a situation you wished to sustain for as long as you possibly could, wasn't it?
No, not at all. The strain was killing me. I'd been trying to get Tina out of my life for months.
So, have you thought about where you'd like to scatter?
Well, Hindus believe in scattering ashes on the ocean or an auspicious river, ideally the Ganges. Cremations often take place at the riverside.
Right.
Of course, there are other traditions. In Norse culture, chieftains and men of importance are cremated and buried in a longboat.
Oh, well, I think we'd struggle to get permission off the council for that, eh?
I imagine so, yes.
Careful now. You nearly took the top of your finger off last time you tried. I've not sat on that coach for 2 hours to spend the day in Casualty.
At least it'll be warm. Can I be of any assistance? I can manage, Tar.
Let him do it, will you?
Right. There we are. Cheers. It was a little stiff.
I know how it feels. Thank you.
Not at all. There we go. Still good for summer.
Hoping I'll not send you to the knackers yard yet.
Oh, you should have seen the queue at that tea bar. I think people were buying them for hand warmers. Right? What happened?
I don't know.
Right? Hey.
It's still over there. You don't need to keep checking. Hey? Well, I thought you were going to be cool. You couldn't be less cool if you were crossing the Sahara with a duffel coat.
Oh, it's just annoying me, that's all. Standing there laughing, calmly playing darts.
Well, I'm surprised he's got any in the board the amount of time he spent looking over here.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, until he makes the first move, looking is all he's going to be doing.
Come on, mate. These Arrows ain't gonna chuck himself.
He's hoping Cupid's gonna lob one from the other side of the bar.
Yeah, I was in for a long wait.
You reckon? I'm playing the long game. Leo makes the first move, not me.
Right, stop. I'm going to drop these in a minute.
I apologise for dragging you on a fool's errand. I didn't mean to waste your time.
Look, don't be daft. Why don't we sit down here? We can talk about it.
Come on.
There is nothing more to be said. This is a mistake. Some places cannot be returned to. They're lost, wiped off the map. This is no more the Blackpool of 12 months ago than this is Hayley.
Look, I know it's difficult.
It's not difficult. Why should it be? As I told you, this is not Hayley. And no absurd, archaic ritual will make it so. She is gone. Long gone. This is nothing.
Hayley hasn't gone. She's gonna live with you while there's breath in your body, Roy. And today's about remembering her, honouring what she wanted. This is the last thing we can do for her.
No. As far as possible, I always acceded to Hayley's wishes, even when they were anathema to me. I'm sorry. This time I can't. This may be nothing, but it's all I have.
You could have eaten your dinner off the seats of that car.
Yeah, it sounds like you did.
No, wait, it was spotless. I swear, she's actually losing.
Look. Do you think someone's broken in there? Maddie, what are you doing?
They could still be up there.
Exactly, that's why we need to ring the police. Anna? Oh, no, I've only been gone 5 minutes. I've been out to get some change. Have you rung the police?
We've only just got here. Yeah, by the time the cops get here, they could have scarpered. We need to get up there.
You just calm down and stay where you are, lady. Yeah, hiya, can I have the police, please?
I'd like to clarify your account of events on the night of the murder itself.
Okay.
You found yourself backed into a corner, didn't you?
Kind of, yeah.
The time had come for you to choose.
No. I've told you there was never any choice. I was never going to leave Carla. I loved her. She was having our baby.
If we accept your own argument, then would you say that your wife and unborn child mattered more to you than anyone or anything else?
Yes.
But Tina McIntyre threatened all this.
I never denied it, ever.
Shortly before her death, you argued violently.
Yes.
You left her flat in a state of high agitation with scratches on your face, yes?
Yes.
You
Yes.
admit yourself that you lied to 2 witnesses about those scratches, correct?
Yes, but that was only because
I recall. Thank you. They then saw you enter the Ginnel at the rear of Coronation Street, where forensic evidence suggests that the murderer concealed the weapon and items stolen from Miss McIntyre's flat in your father's outhouse. Is that right?
I never went anywhere near the backyard. I was having a ciggy to calm my nerves.
As well you might. Can you account for why your fingerprints were on one of the stolen items? A bracelet belonging to Miss McIntyre's flatmate.
Well, I must have picked it up after Deirdre brought it in from the yard, that's all.
Do you know when?
No.
Do you know why?
No, I don't remember.
I see. When you left the Ginnel, you sought out your wife to tell her about the affair.
Yes. Now, why would I do that if I knew that Tina was dead?
Wasn't that precisely the reason you did it? Realizing the evidence overwhelmingly to your guilt, you needed to create a smokescreen, didn't you?
No, not at all.
It was the only thing you could do that might suggest your innocence.
What, aside from the fact that I didn't do it?
In the aftermath of Miss McIntyre's death, you knew news of the affair might leak from any number of sources. You were both muddying the waters and trying to minimize the fallout from your infidelity. Isn't that what your confession was all about?
No, it was time to tell the truth. If you got any idea what I was going through, I was at breaking point.
No more questions, Your Honor.
Coronation Street continues in half an hour.